Hello, everyone. Welcome back, or if this is your first time, welcome. This is Tessan, and this is our Banished New Player series. We're on episode 6. When we last left off, we were no longer cold. Our merchant series was just about, our merchant um, area was just about built, and we needed to increase the population. So let's get started. Yep, almost there. Do we have any workers? We have one. Let's go ahead and put him in there. And then we've been pre-growing reeds so that we would have reeds. I always put 9,099 in, and so they're always bringing reeds, and that'll pay for, like, seeds are 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, and 4,000 in the mod. In the regular game, that's different. Um, I also will put lumber. I usually put around 1,500 lumber. Okay, we're on year 22, and we just got the port built. And I didn't build the port before simply because we did not have the resources in order to purchase anything. I mean, even now we still only have 920 and 1,200 wood, which I never use wood. I always use reeds, and I used to use domesticated animals. There used to be a shepherd that you could put down, and he would go find domesticated animals, and they sell for 250 each. But that's been broken for quite a while. Even before the mod disappeared from the Steam library, that was broken, and it just didn't work anymore. They randomly might get domesticated animals every once in a while, and I don't see any. And so I use reeds and lumber, and later, once we get these two are finished also, and we have the workers that we can put in there. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's get their reeds set up also. Now, we don't have this many reeds, but eventually we will. Lumber. And eventually, when we get our resource production up of coal and iron ore, I'll put down a marble and a jade mine that's also in the Megamod, which is not in the regular one. And I will make statues, and they sell for 250 each. So they sort of make up for the loss of the domesticated animals. So we've got lumber and reeds here. And each one of those one workers will start going and finding that. Now that we have the workers in the merchant area, we'll go ahead and open these houses. Finally get that apiary, and we're working on the fishing, getting more fish in. Why are those cows there? Oh, I think we had a faux pas going on last episode with the cows. It's early winter. Let's get them noting, picking up all these veggies. Alright, another thing we need to consider. Okay, we have 5 workers. So let's... Okay, again, see, this doesn't have a worker. Typically, that will mean that a new market opened up. So let's go down and look. Let's just touch base with everything. There's a trader, 3, 3, and 3. Well, that's the trader, excuse me, vendor. See, it says we have 7 jobs available, 4 locations, and 3 workers. That means a new one opened, and it pulled every single worker to it. So there we go. There it is right there, 3 of 4. So we're going to take that down to 1, which now means we need 1 more worker. Let's go see. 1 of 1, 1 of 1, 0 of 1. So right here it says 4 locations, 4 jobs, 3 workers. So we'll go ahead and put 1 more in there. And we're also looking like our farmers, even though it's F, it's not in the Fs. The farmers, because they're so crucial to food, are at the beginning. So we have 3 laborers. Look at that builder. He's got buddies now. Remember how he was all by his lonesome? Okay, so we need, let's do another dock worker. We got 3 workers. And let's do 1 farm. We've got 60 houses and 59 families. So finally, our houses and our workers, our families match. So we have this new little section started, and I don't think did we put houses? Yeah, we did. So we'll just let them do that, and we'll just go ahead and let that take care of itself. We're mostly completely happy, but we're still half down on health. And at this point, you have to look at it as variety. They need fruit. And so I'm lost and I'm not in my place, so I'll just click to the builder and that will get me back over in my town. So we have 2 workers. We'll wait. We'll go ahead and choose these. So this is bean, pepper, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, pick up. Those are fruit trees. And we've got our first merchant in 23 years. Let's see what silly stuff they brought us to buy. Hemp seeds and maple seeds. And we have barely begun to put what we need in there to trade. So we're just going to tell him to go on. We'll worry about it later. I believe that is a town tithe barn. Alright, we need to get the next level of farms, and we should put a road Let's double check that we don't have them doing some cray-cray collecting. Nothing over there. And they've collected all of this over here. So let's just double check. Look at that. So let's take all that off and let the game recalibrate. And that way we don't have them collecting crazy stuff. Let's see what our boat has. Animals. Oh, seeds. You need to move it over. If you don't, it will close and then he'll leave. Beautiful. Look, year 23, we have chickens. So we're going to buy those. We have 924 lumber, so we may be able to have enough. 3,600. We need 1,200 more. We're not there yet. So we're just going to set that over there, and they're not going to be allowed to leave. Seeds, we're just going to let him go ahead. We do not have enough. Okay, the game has recalibrated a little bit. Let's speed it up to 10 and get a little more time passage. Go back down to 5. And then let's get them collecting right here. See how I put it over there? We're going to remove that. It's real important that you pay attention to that, or they will go over there and die. So, everything's looking good. We need to put a road down through here. Then, instead of the traditional crossroad methods, which would be, here's your first one, and then there would be a road going down here, and then you would have, you know, the one bucking over. What we've done instead is we went down this way, and they're all connected. That's right there. And this one goes on the other side of it. And that one goes to the barn. And that one goes to the other side of it. So this one goes to there. And these are going to overlap it. So we've cross-roaded it that way. And then, like the city is here and the farmland is just outside the city, that was what I was replicating. So on this side, my intention is here to put advanced food production, and here, right on the other side of the crops, start another farm. But we'll have to put it far enough over so it wouldn't hurt to consider putting some kind of production through here, so that the radius has room to deal. And you can always look, like here on the first one, if you go to this one right here, it tells you what they're doing. So last year she got 44 ginger. So far this year she's got 8. So this year she found wild seeds, 198 roots, and she found 132. Onions, a 242 total. So these are all the things that the gatherer is finding. And then when you look at the hunter, he found 400 venison. So this year, look, he found 600. Even though it's built up around here, the deer are still showing up there. So, and we've got 50,000 food, which is beautiful for the amount of people that we have. But we have 35 children and 24 in school, so we're getting ready to have a block of not enough schools. But we should be fine. If you remember, we have it, the school holds 20, so you figure 20, 40, 60, 80. So we'll soon have the capacity for 80 students. And that's something you have to watch. See, we're 99% educated and 99% clothed. I think we have enough for our chickens. See, so 12 chickens cost 4,800, whatever this money's called. Monies. So we're going to trade, and then we're going to dismiss him. And then we're going to put leghorns and put somebody. Now why is that doing that? So if you hit work, that throws that worker out. So let's look at herdsmen, and we don't want to put too many in. We've taken that one out. That's for overflow animals when we have more at the merchants than we have. We have 5 merchants and 4, so let's take one off. And let's go over here and see who and what has been brought to us. They come pretty rapidly, so cannabis seeds. Let's do that so we can start making money as marijuana producers. We need 2,500. We have enough reeds. 2,500. Trade, dismiss. We don't need any food because we're doing great on food. Our little houses have built, and look, our traders are in there. That's what you want. You want everybody near where they work. And they reroute themselves and re-job themselves. So it looks like we've got a question mark here, which again, we need to check our vendors. Look at that. So right there, 4 of 6. So we need to take that down to 1. And we have 4 of 5. Let's double check. 1 of 1, 1 of 1, 1 of 1, 0 of 1. So let's go one more. 7 workers. Beautiful. Let's get another dock worker. Let's get another fisherman. I'm going to put another fisherman and another fisherman and another fisherman. I'm going to take us down to 2 workers because it seems like we've got people coming out and becoming 62 of 67 families. So that means some homes were built. Look, we're coming down to where our blacksmith is not keeping up with tools. And he's missing iron. Let's see what happened with our mines. So 112, so that means we need to bring in another mine. Iron, coal. This is plant, pea seeds, parsnip seeds. So we have enough for pea seeds, so let's get them. Oh wait. So you can check what seeds you have one of two ways. You can go to your trade items, and we have hemp, Brussels sprouts, apple, cherry, pepper, peach, leghorns, beef cows, cabbage, and beet. So we do not have peas, and we really want those. Eventually that will go in beef soup production. So let's trade that. And we could buy the parsnip seeds, but we're gonna wait. We have one worker, so we must have had some death. So let's go ahead and switch this and make it peas. And over here, I'm going to put a crop field, but instead of the crop field, I'm going to do a plantation field. And that's, you plant stuff like cotton. Let's put a road right here. We could actually maybe start considering using stone. So let's do the moss road. Let's go ahead and do the plantation right here. Let's do it, see what it'll let us do. 12 by 12. It's not very big. I right clicked off of that, and I'm going to try and move it down just a little bit more and see if we can't get a 15 by 15. And then we're going to put, I believe it's under luxuries, a curing barn. And then let's double check under escape and go to our mods. And I do not have oh, there it is. Legalize marijuana. You have to have it enabled and in the top. And we'll be able to see once that. Alright, let's check on our chickens. Good deal. We had 12, we've already got 15. And then I always, let's start at the newest one on the other side of the houses. I always put a small pasture of chickens, a 10 by 10 or 12 by 12, I'm going to do 10, of chickens right inside the little crossroad villages, because with it 10 by 10 it's like 16 chickens, and so at 16 they reproduce so fast that at 16 chickens they'll harvest eggs and meat faster. Oh shoot, did you see that? It went down. 10 by 10. And sometimes the merchants just come too fast. We have 1565 reeds. We have 5 workers. Let's move that so that it'll stay open. And then let's get these other 2 people in. Oh, we got sidetracked and didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I got another mine going. See, we already got 67 people without tools, which is bad. And sometimes merchants will carry food and industrial items. And in this case, we're still at 50,000 food. So we're just going to dismiss him and let these items build back up. And then this is a farmer. We're going to leave him sit here because we can gain 2 more animals, bison and deer. So in preparation for that, we need to build 2 more pastures. So we need seem to have messed up the road. Which they haven't built yet, so I was able to remove it. Oh, and I was thinking, let's see, we want to do a field. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't see. We don't have enough money yet, so let's send him off too. We're going to keep him because we want those. And if anything, we'll be able to put one there How many workers do we have? 7. Let's get these guys in the crop fields. So now we have the crop fields. Now we need to do the orchards. Ahead and get him, whoopsie, get him clearing that so we can see what's going on over there. So after the field and the orchard, we need a road. We can do the pastures. And let's go ahead and put a hurry up on that one so that we can see to put the other one in. It looks like they got the fields. We got 5. Let's make sure we do peas. Cabbage seems like a good thing to have, huh? But I put beans. And let's get another blacksmith in. No iron, look at that. They're taking it as fast as they can. Let's go ahead and add another one in. But let's not do coal, let's do iron. What happened that oh look, I lost my merchant with the animals I wanted. You gotta be careful. No, I didn't. I minimized it. That's right. Yeah, so these are going to be 6,400 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So let's look at our inventory and see what we got cray-cray going on in here. We could put some tallow. I don't want to do bone meal because that's a source, another layer of food that I haven't done yet that we should. So there's really nothing that we can add at this point. Now let's look at our fish. This has got 4 in there now. And I apologize if my mic still sounds low. I just seem to be not being successful with purchasing mics. I'm on my one, two, fourth headset in probably a month and a half. And I still am just not getting what I want. I will fix it, I promise. In the meantime, we'll just put on closed captions so that you can clarify what I'm saying if you can't hear me. So 10 of 12, 5 workers. Let's just go ahead, since we only need 2 more, buck that up and let's see. Which one is highlighted? I guess maybe that one. This one is. So that's that one. 404. Beautiful. Not bad for having one worker getting 270 fish, so that should quadruple now. That they're getting that many fish. Alright, so there is the fishery. And since we're doing advanced food production in here, I know that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put, this is regular food and this is advanced. We're going to put right there. We're going to put another food drying rack here, and we're going to start with those in our advanced food production, because I want to do another one for fish and then another one for mushrooms if they're crazy. Yeah, see, we've got 1,600 mushrooms, so we could do that. And then we need to go see how this farm is coming along. And then let's get another blacksmith down, because we're now 92 tools. Stone is doing great. Let's put a road behind the stone. And let's put another iron and stone. And then let's do 2 little blacksmiths. Let's see if we can get those rice seeds, because if we can get them, we can start making bread. So let's do 900 here, and we still, oh beautiful, we only need 400 more. I apologize for my throat. Let's see how we're doing on the livestock guy. Get better. We got 9 workers. Let's increase this one to 2 workers. And then they'll get reeds and stuff faster. And let's see. See, the tools, because they're behind on tools, they're not working anywhere near as effectively. Let's go ahead and fill these in. Look, it's autumn, and again, snow. Let's get one rye going. And let's go back to here, and let's have him get that wood. And then let's speed him up on these blacksmiths while we have 7 workers. We're down 1 gatherer. And that's how you end up, that means this one finished. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That should put our gatherers 13 of 16. Oh my goodness. What happened here? Why did we lose our laborers? Why did we lose so many laborers here? Blacksmith, bootleg, 2 of 3. We can put that one in. Iron, let's move the next one to carbon. Let's put an herbalist. Where's she at? Right there. An herbalist. A tailor. And a blacksmith. A barn. Hopefully you'll have tools. He has deer. We're getting deer here, so we're going to let him go and keep building that up. See, he's almost to his 1,500 in lumber, which is good because that will be like 5,000, I think. Let's see where the livestock trader is. Not there yet. Let's add another layer here. How many jobs? 57. How did we get that off? We'll let him build it and see. Here we've got our blacksmiths. Oh, we've only got 2 workers. Let's wait a second. As you can see, you're just kind of panning around and putting out fires or creating more growth. And you have to balance it. That's what makes, to me, the game so fun, is to balance it. Oh, look at that. We've got 66,000 food. Sorry, blind as a bat here. 4 workers, 1, 2. We'll make him do carbon steel tools. The better the tool, the better they work. So let's just get going right away. Now that should knock that out. That makes us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blacksmiths. Let's see if that. Getting there. Getting closer anyway. See if we can't focus him back in there. So somehow we've messed up. Oh, it was this that threw it off. No. Somehow these got off. I wonder if we ended up making one bigger. They all look the same. But somehow the road got off. I'm not sure how. I still can't be sure I'm going to get it in the right place. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be 2 roads there. So I think, let's see. There's something going on here. But that worker seems to feel like he can be working on the road. Let's take this out. Yeah, see? I got it moved over. But I'm not positive it's going to be enough. So let's take that out for now. 4 workers. Get another farmer in. These are trees, apple, cherry. Radish seeds, blueberry seeds. We're gonna let him go on. What else we can put in here, because I don't want to do bone meal because that's another layer. Let's do 50 fur. Let's do 150 leather. Let's do 250 stone because we do have 1100. We'll take the stone off. Let's go ahead and do 250 tallow. We should start getting feathers out of, crazy. Don't have any yet. Let's see if we can't increase that. Bronze tool. Yay. 100. So we need 800. We have that. Trade. Smith. Now watch all of these people just come like crazy and start getting tools. The person will start putting the tools in here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I hate apologizing because sometimes you're apologizing to the trolls. There's always a troll that comes. Look at him come and start getting the tools. Bronze tool right there. It's just winter. See, look at them all come and get tools. We need tools. We need tools. It's going down. And take a drink of my coffee. People going, oh man, I didn't get one. But now the blacksmith should really be able to catch up, and that only cost us $800 there, or whatever the money's called. Where is the money? Really don't have any because we're using goods for money. How are we doing? So let's see where we're at. 113, 15, 200, and then it'll adjust. 6, 5,000. We need another 4,000. 6,400. We need another 8,000 to see if those reeds get up. Will be good. Oh look, we can plant cannabis. It's gonna be hemp. This is 15 by 15, so we're gonna put one worker for now. That up there so we can address it later. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. They're even, oh, I missed a hole right there. That's what happened. But that is fixable because you can put one dock. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's the house. Whoops, that's not what we wanted to do. Sometimes it does that. Ah, see, look at that. It's not what we want. correctly. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Maybe not. Let's let it build out and make sure it's right. This one's easy. We can just put 2. No one will be the wiser. See? Boom. That one's silly, 30,000. I never have bought those really crazy expensive ones to see how much they would end up. Let's see what happened there. If they don't pick those up, they won't plant. Alrighty. So we'll be able to put those animals when we buy them. We might have enough to buy 1 meal. Where are we at? We're just about at an hour. You see how fast the time goes? Sheep. So we want those. So trade chickens would be anything that has trade in front of it. You would raise them just like a regular animal, only they're used for trade. So you would be able to put them in your port, what are these called? Traders. You'd be able to put them as inventory for sale. So you could say keep 50, and then, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say they trade for 250, but I could be wrong. There we go. Curing barn is not finished yet, but we do have this growing. We can get these sheep because let's do 50 here, and I'm going to do actually 500. 500 is 2,000, and we need 2,800 more. And we'll get the sheep. And we can start making warm coats with leather and sheep. 1 worker. We got 8, 25 sheep. And we should be able to do this other crop now. You see how easy it is to get distracted from what you were doing? 19, 20. R puts it 20 by 20. Now we should see where our road. Still not even. Just not sure what happened there. My brain will not calculate what messed this up. That's alright. So we're going to need 2 thousand. Let's go ahead and increase that to 1,500. That way we can switch this back to lumber, and we'll increase it to 2. I'm missing a farmer. We're getting there, look. 50 fur. Ought to jump that up. We only have to pay 4,500 more. 1,800 more. And we jumped a little bit. So yeah, we are almost there where we can get both those animals. Since we have, let's see, we'll be able to look at it on this one. Alright, we are at an hour. We're going to have 3, 4, 5 animals. So I think I'm going to put double pastures right here. And then we're going to call it a day after we get those built. And we'll take a little look-see around and see what's going on. And then we'll call it a day. 21 by 20, and I'm not sure where. There. There we go. 18, 19, 20. And then we'll put a road. Alrighty. So we're going to double up on the pastures there simply because we are now going to have so many animals, which is beautiful. So when we come back next time, we'll need to put butchers down for this. What are we going to have? Cows, sheep, chickens, bison, and deer. So we're going to have 5 animals. So we need to make sure when we come back next time, we'll get all our butchers down. We also now have rye seeds, so we'll get a whole section of bread making. And so we should have fun next time. I thank you guys for watching, and like I said, comment down below. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.